everybody, good morning. We just landed here at Noi Bai International Airport in Hanoi. We landed around 3 in the morning, Hanoi time. Merong 1 hour difference ang Philippines and Vietnam. We're very happy because we survived the 15 hours layover in Naiya. 14 hours lang dapat siya, but the plane got delayed for another hour. So we're done na changing our USD to Vietnamese Dong, and nakabili na rin kami ng SIM cards. Okay, let me show you where. So dito kami bumili ng SIM card sa Viettel. Also dito rin kami nagpa-change ng USD to Vietnamese Dong. And just wanted to correct that we landed in Hanoi around 2:30 a.m. Hanoi time and 3:20 a.m. PH time kasi nga there's a 1 hour difference in Vietnam and the Philippines. Also, bumili na rin kami ng SIM cards worth 14 USD each. So, bumili kami ng tatlo. That's 6 gigabyte data for 2 weeks and only call and text for 2 weeks. Ayan. Wala pa masyadong tao dito sa airport. Nag-wait na lang kami ng 5 a.m. para makapunta kami sa hotel. Merong mga ATM machines here. Pwede kayong mag-withdraw. Hello everybody, we are now here at Hanoi Graceful Hotel. So we booked this hotel through Agoda. Originally for 2 nights lang for 3 packs. But since wala nga kaming tulog and wala kaming pahinga, so we agreed to pay the additional fee for the early check-in. So this is the room tour. Meron silang closet, merong mini fridge, there's 1 bed. Actually, iniisip namin na mag-add ng extra bed. Pero, hindi kakasya yung extra bed. Wala nang dadaanan kung mag-add pa kami. Kaya we decided na mag-share na lang muna. Total, 2 nights lang din naman.
We're done eating breakfast here at Hanoi Graceful Hotel. After namin sa Noi Bai International Airport kanina, around 4 a.m. book kami ng Grab from the airport going here sa own quarters sa hotel. Supposed to be 2 p.m. pa check-in namin. Yun yung booking namin dito. So, dito kami for 2 nights. But dahil na wala kaming tulog, sa airport kami since June 7 ng 1 a.m. Yung SIM cards namin, around 14 USD. Tapos, yung binayaran namin sa Grab, around 700 pesos. 316,000 Vietnamese Dong. It took us more or less 30 to 40 minutes. So, wala siyang traffic dahil super aga pa. And then, in fairness naman, maganda yung car, mabait yung driver, kahit na hindi siya nag-speak ng English. So, if you're going here in Vietnam, in Hanoi, better to have Google Translate on your phone. Kami Itinerary. Sa Philippines pala gumawa kami ng Itinerary. So far, wala pa nasusunod kahit isa doon. We moved our supposed to be Itinerary this morning sa afternoon para maka-cope up kami sa aming tiredness. This is our first full day. Pero tomorrow yung very tourist first full day namin. So, see you later! Bye!
So, we just arrived here at the One Cam Lake. Nilakad lang namin from our hotel. So, mga around 6 to 7 minutes lang. And, actually, right now, it's super humid. Hindi naman ganun kainit, pero wala talagang hangin. Dito sa One Cam Lake, makikita yung Ngokson Temple. So, doon tayo pupunta, pero hindi na siguro tayo papasok. merong entrance fee yung temple. So, let's go. So, hi guys! This is our first agenda for today. This is the entrance of the Ngokson Temple, and yung sa likod niya, yun yung One Cam Lake. Para makapasok dun sa temple mismo, you have to buy some tickets. So if you want to come here sa Ngoksak Temple, you have to pay 50,000 VND per ticket per person. Ayan, ticket price. Tapos, pwede kayo pumasok dun sa loob. Actually, this one, dun pa sa loob. Pwede dun kahit wala ka pang bayad. Pero after that, after yan, need mo na ng bayad. Need mo na ng ticket. So, this is their temple. Look at that. Next stop natin is the Kong Cafe. At saka nagbayad din pala kami nitong pictures. So, ayan si Kuya. Ngayon, papunta tayo sa St. Joseph Cathedral at sa Kong Cafe. Meron sila dito yung herbalist, pero hindi ko sure if kakalanin ba ng family natin ito. Super init na talaga. Bumili kami ng pamaypay. This, we bought for 50,000 dong. This is the old quarters. Oops. Hello everyone. We are now here at St. Joseph Cathedral at Old Quarters. So, sa harap ng St. Joseph is the famous Kong Cafe. Sorry. Ayan. So, fully booked. Kong Cafe, and this is the St. Joseph Cathedral. So nice. Hi guys, so now we are here at the Godmother. So supposed to be doon kami sa Kong Cafe kakain, but super duper puno. So dito na kami sa Godmother kumain. It's a very cheap restaurant. Can you see that? They accept credit cards. Ayan. Air condition sila. Which is a must dahil super duper init dito sa only bought not just one pamaypay, but two pamaypay. This one, nabili ni Aaron ng how much? 30,000 Vietnamese Dong. This large one, nabili niya rin na 50,000 Vietnamese. Another tip when you go here sa Vietnam, to always bargain. 50%, half the price. So, pag sinabi nilang 100,000 dong, automatic, sabihin mo, 50,000 dong. Kasi ganun daw ang tips dito. So, yun, we're just waiting for our food and drinks.
Walang oxygen sa Pilipinas, sorry.
Guys, sa sobrang walang hangin dito sa Hanoi, pati ang park, merong electric fan. Ayan. Look at that naman, guys. So nice. Hello everybody! We're back at the hotel. Just a recap, today is July 8, 2024. And this is our first day here in Hanoi. in old quarters. So kanina, we arrived at Noi Bai International Airport around 2:30 a.m. Hanoi time, which is 1 hour behind Manila. After passing through immigration, pinakita lang namin yung passport, and then we collected our luggage. Before exiting the airport, we bought SIM cards from Viettel for 14 USD each. Good for 2 weeks with 6 GB of data and unlimited calls and texts. We also exchanged a 100 USD bill, receiving approximately mga 2.2 million Vietnamese Dong. Although our budget for the 7-day trip is 20,000 pesos each, we converted it to USD, totaled a little over $300. Pero we opted na magpa-change lang muna ng 100 kasi nga maraming money changers sa old quarters per research namin. At Viettel, we signed a paper and had our passports photographed. After a short rest, we booked a Grab. Note that if you are in Noi Bai International Airport, there will be some drivers na will try to convince you na sumakay sa kanila. Tapos, kung magkano yung charge ng Grab, yun din yung charge nila sa inyo. But for our safety, we booked directly through the Grab app. Yung driver na napunta sa amin was very nice despite not speaking any English. So, Google Translate was super handy. The ride from Noi Bai to Hanoi Graceful Hotel in Old Quarters took less than 40 minutes and cost around 316,000 VND or approximately 760 pesos. So, dumating na kami sa Hanoi Graceful Hotel. Our original booking through Agoda was for 2 nights for 2 people at 1,383,000 VND or 3,200 pesos. We paid an additional 300,000 VND or 700 pesos for another person with breakfast for 2 nights. And 500,000 VND or around 1,160 pesos para sa early check-in. So, yung total na binayaran namin in pesos is 5,060 pesos for 2 nights for 3 people with 3 breakfast and early check-in. The location is very convenient, very close to almost everything. Yung Hanoi Graceful Hotel was very close to the famous Don Duck restaurant. It was just around the corner. We walk around One Kiem Lake, Ngokson Temple, St. Joseph Cathedral, Kong Cafe, and Godmother Restaurant. We had breakfast at the hotel and rested for a bit. At 1 p.m., we started our journey to One Kiem Lake. It was super hot in Hanoi with no breeze and very dry. We took some photos at One Kiem Lake and then went to the gates of Ngokson Temple. If you want to enter the temple, there's a ticket price of 50,000 VND, but we decided not to go inside and just took photos outside. There were photographers around the temple and we paid 90,000 VND for 3 printed photos and 6 soft copies. We waited around 15 minutes for the photos to be printed. Since it was super hot, bumili kami ng 2 pamaypay sa mga vendors. So, it costed us around 130,000 VND. We also had some ice cream sticks. We paid for 60,000 VND or 139 pesos para sa 3 ice cream stick. Then walk our way to St. Joseph Cathedral and Kong Cafe. On the way, we stopped at a beautiful shop with air conditioning. Ito yung shop. Took some photos and continued walking. We entered the church, yung sa St. Joseph Cathedral, but no photos or videos were allowed. Since Kong Cafe was fully booked, we decided to eat at the Godmother restaurant. It's a very chic and air-conditioned place with great aesthetics and delicious food. It's located, if you're facing in front of the St. Joseph Cathedral, so it is located on the right side. We had 3 drinks, 1 appetizer, and 1 dessert, and we paid 1,889 pesos for the meal for 3 people using a credit card. On our way back to the hotel, we saw the July shop. It's a souvenir store, the note shop, and many other places. Besides Hanoi Graceful Hotel is a Circle K, para siyang 7-Eleven. where we bought some water, gimbap, and other necessities totaling 586 pesos.
May entrance natin.
So, kung gusto nyo mag-grocery sa Circle K, 10 to 15 steps lang siya away from the hotel. Mag-early sleep na kami. It's around or 6:34 p.m. here in Hanoi. See you again tomorrow. We're going to Lot Observation Deck, Train Street, hopefully, at saka bili na ay souvenirs. Also, meron kaming napuntahan na souvenir shop. Ito, July shop. So, balikan namin ito tomorrow kasi mabait yung uncle doon. So, for today, ang nagastos namin lahat na SIM card, grab from hotel to Hanoi Graceful Hotel, yung bayad namin sa hotel, yung ice cream, yung bayad namin sa godmother, pati yung binili namin sa Circle K, it was total 10,924 pesos. So, kung i-divide natin yung sa tatlo, dahil tatlo kami, for today, ang nagastos namin individually is 3,642 pesos. So, ang hindi ko lang dinivide doon sa aming tatlo is yung binayaran sa pictures, which is 90,000 VND, and yung 130,000 VND para sa dalawang pamaypay. So, yun lang. Bye!